And we are live. Cool, it's working. So I'm switching over to English because a few people of mine are from Indonesia, and they asked me to do this in English. That way I can also get a broader audience. Although you have to excuse me for my language a little bit because my English isn't perfect, and I'm working on it, and maybe this is a good practice for this. So welcome to the video. This video is especially for photographers who want to do more with a video. And the reason is because I'm a photographer myself, and the last few years I'm doing video as well, and I want to teach other photographers the lessons I've learned in this business. So let me take a moment to welcome a few people who are watching. I see there's someone watching. Give a like if you are watching the video so more people can see it. And let's see if I can also see some names. Probably I have to open another Facebook tab. 1 second. In this episode, I'm trying to do everyday live stream, and today I've scheduled a business lesson I've learned in my photography career and my video career. And actually, I found it very difficult to share because I didn't know a lesson which might be interesting for you because those are my lessons, but maybe it's just as interesting to hear just my lessons. But yeah, I couldn't think of an example what I've learned because I learned so much. But if I have to pinpoint what I've exactly learned, then it's difficult to tell that story. But when I think about it, one thing I've learned is that I am glad that I chose to do video as well as a service in my photography business. And in the beginning I was hesitant about it, also a bit nervous because I didn't know what to expect if I'm going to do this for real as an assignment. So the first assignment was actually really tough to do, but it was also a well transition because the first thing I did was make a free video for a friend of mine, and her name is actually Hasmik Matevosian. At that time she was doing a crowdfunding with her master thesis because she did a crowdfunding about greener energy, durable energy, durable, how do you say that? Duurzaamheid. Sustainability in fashion. So I thought that was interesting, and I asked her if I could make the video for her crowdfunding. And then she actually wanted to pay for it, and I said, well, you don't have to pay much because I actually want to do it for free so I can practice as well my video skills. And eventually it paid off because she did manage to get her crowdfunding. And after that, her colleague was asking who made that video. And that was the moment that the company where he was working asked me for the first assignment. And the assignment was to make a video of farmers who made use of a machine that could not only cut the flowers but also arrange the flowers in a package, in a flower, I don't know the word in English, in a bush. So and these machines cost like 100,000 euros each. So they wanted to make testimonial videos of the users of that of the machine, so they could sell it, for example, to customers in Spain, Africa, Kenya to be exact, eventually worldwide. And this was very interesting to do because the first movie they were actually very satisfied with the result. The second and the third movie I did, those were 5-minute movies. There was a little bit more work needed, And the fun thing is that the things went wrong during the first assignment, because there was something with the sound. And that's also one big lesson with taking movies, that you have to be able to make mistakes with sound, because you're gonna make mistakes with sound. And maybe I'm making a mistake right now with sound, because yesterday and the day before I had troubles with the stream, because the sound is okay on my SD card on my Nikon D70, which I'm filming with right now, but in the stream on Facebook Live there was a stutter and noise to hear. So if you hear noise right now, let me know, so I can research this a bit further. So as you can see, if you entering the video world, you have to you know, when I entered the video world, I was like, because I know quite a lot about photography itself, about the industry, but I was quite new in the industry of video. And the interesting about video is that there was this whole new world with knowledge and so much to learn. And I could understand there were a few differences, but I could understand the same language. For example, we use in photography like gradation or gamma and ISO, and in the video world they use decibel for ISO, and they use something like short lightning, or the terminology was a little bit different, but actually it was very familiar. So the transition from photography to becoming a videographer wasn't that difficult. So, and I want to come back at the lesson what I've learned, because there is a big upside if you can do video as a photographer, because at the moment your clients see that you make reasonable good videos online, for example for your own marketing efforts, they will ask you for a video. And that means there's an opportunity for you with the stuff you have right now, the computer you have, the lenses you use, the brand camera you use, the workflow is already there. There is a video function at your camera. There are cheap and free editing programs. So to make that transition means only one thing: to get a little bit more knowledge. And also another upside is that this industry of the video industry gives you, especially if you're a photographer for many years right now, because I'm now a little bit more, no, I think like 15 years I'm a photographer right now, practicing photographer, successful photographer as well, and a full-time photographer. And doing video as well keeps you sharp. It keeps you more interested in another world, and there's so much more to learn. And it's also adding the experience with your photography. And it doesn't mean you have to leave your photography business or whatever, or become better at it first and then do video, because you can easily do it also in combination, in my opinion. So this is my biggest lesson, and I want to give you this lesson as well, is to jump on it. Don't be afraid to use video with the gear you have right now, and use the gear you have, and follow my films and tips with my experience about video, and you will do okay. There's, for example, in the Netherlands we have this Facebook page about video fans, and they are called Videomatti. They all help each other out, and there are a lot of experienced video makers who would love to make photographers as well with their questions about the cameras. There's also a few assholes in between, but overall it's a very positive community, and I'm very glad to have been doing this for a while. I think I cannot count how many movies I made already, but the last few years I make maybe 100 or something like that. No, maybe less. But yeah. So the last thing I want to give from tips is the hardware you actually need as a videographer, because as we already have the gear, like I said, but what you have to calculate is also the hard disks, the drives. You need more drives for this, and it piles up, because when I was a photographer I did like 1 to 2 terabytes each year, and now I do easily 8 times more. It depends how you arrange, or your architect, your design, your backup systems, but yeah, you have to encounter the fact that the amount of data is huge. So yeah, my advice to you is to keep following my videos, so I also give you tips on that, and can wait to make more videos. So this is the episode of today I wanted to talk about. Do you have any questions? Let's see. No questions? Then 12 minutes is just fine to just quit here the video. Have patience with me. I still have to think about an outro and an intro, and maybe if you have any ideas to have a good outro. All right. Peace. I'm out.